We were talking before the show, Sally, about the Florida environment. In some ways, it's paradigmatic, if I can use that term, of the nation in many respects. Let me put this out there. How can Obama, and I think everybody would say President Obama can win Florida in 2012, how can he? And let's turn it around too. How can the Republican nominee win Florida? What has to be done? What are critical success factors on both sides? Okay, who wants to go?
Well, Florida is a microcosm of the nation, as we've talked about many times on previous shows. And it's interesting because the electorate that probably will represent the biggest swing electorate are Hispanic voters. And so our state certainly is representative of that. And I think, you know, I don't want to move a little further to my left. Screven is always seated to my left. I don't want to move in that direction. But I would have to say this is a challenge that Republicans face. Our message on Hispanics, I think, has a ways to go before we reassure Hispanic voters on what we actually believe. And I think this is a place that will be a challenge for us going forward. Hispanics, like all independent voters, want economic opportunity. That's an advantage for Republicans. But I think our rhetoric has been too harsh on immigration, and so that does leave an opening for the president with a state like Florida.
Scruton.
So I can take my boxing gloves off now and agree with a lot of what Sally said. I mean, I think she's right. Florida is a microcosm of the nation. I think what we're going to see, I think the Hispanic vote is very important to this state and nationally. We were talking earlier about the West. It's very important, which may lead us to see the continued discussion about Senator Rubio on the ticket with the eventual nominee, but also the independents. The Democrats, unlike 10, are going to be fired up and energized and turn out. I believe the Republicans ultimately will be too, even though we've seen in a lot of these primary states, including Florida, Republicans are not turning out like they have before because of some of the stuff that's going on in their primary. Independents are going to be key. And right now, I think the Republicans are hurting themselves with independents, and Barack Obama is talking to them. And I think that is why we can win Florida.